Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're checking out one of the most impressive cars I've had my hands on in a long time. This is a 2010 Jaguar XKR Coupe. Under here is the biggest change for the XK for the 2010 model year. They went from the 4.2 liter, which they'd had for a long time, great engine, not as powerful as this one. This is the 5 liter V8 supercharged, and now get this, for a Jaguar XKR Coupe, 510 horsepower. That is just unreal. That's a lot of power. This new 5 liter is amazing. The only time I've really driven it before was in the regular XJ. Tons of power across the high end, great torque, fluid, just very well built motor. It runs to the 6-speed automatic, which has a paddle shift or touch shift, I think they call it, in this car. But this really is a high-end performance car with performance numbers similar to like what you'd see with a Porsche Carrera S. Dimensionally, this is very similar to what you'd find with the Aston Martin DB9, but the cargo capacity in the rear is actually pretty impressive. Got a luggage cover here, but the Alcantara headliner wraps around the base here, but spare tire under here as well. It is a mini spare, but you've got everything that fits under here. I didn't expect to see that. I have to say it. I absolutely fell in love with this car when I drove it. It sounds insensitive to Jaguar to say this, but it was hard to believe that this was actually a Jaguar. Jaguar's distinct style has always been their legacy. Over the years, they've produced some of the most beautiful cars ever to grace the public road. Love them or hate them, there's no denying it, they do look great. For the 2007 model year, the new XK was introduced to replace the gracefully aging Jaguar XK8. It was quite a departure for Jaguar, but a stunner nonetheless. No longer rendered archaic, the new XK was packed with both luxury and technology. 2010 brought the first revision for the new XK, which is what we have here. Changes were small for the revision, with a new front bumper and LED taillights, and minor interior changes, namely the rotating shift knob. But that's fine when this car looks this good. It really is a stunning design, which is further accentuated by the optional 20-inch wheels. Front and rear park distance control with a graphic display is standard. The XKR features signature grills in the hood, and the active exhaust makes this car one of the best-sounding V8s on the planet. Broadcasting that sound is perhaps the most significant change for 2010. An all-new 5-liter supercharged V8, making an incredible 510 horsepower. This is an outstanding engine, with immense power at every point of the rev range, but it's still very efficient with a 23 mile per gallon highway rating. Jaguar even claims that this is the most efficient 500-plus horsepower car in the world. The XK chassis is made of aluminum, which makes the car very light in comparison to steel. The suspension and steering are fantastic. The ride is definitely firm, but the structure of the car is so solid that it soaks up bumps with ease. And the steering provides great feedback but doesn't transmit any road imperfections or pavement changes. Inside, you enter a world of stately elegance. Fine English leather covers the interior with contrast stitching, and you'll also find some of the best technology available. Optional adaptive cruise control allows you to program a preset speed, but allows the car to manipulate both the brake and the throttle to account for changes in traffic flow. A touchscreen interface hosts your navigation and Bluetooth functions. Specific climate functions are also hosted for the dual-zone automatic climate control. An excellent Bowers & Wilkins premium surround sound system includes a 6-disc in-dash CD changer, satellite radio, plus auxiliary and iPod hookups. The dual-power front seats feature lumbar and bolster adjustments, and you can extend the lower seat cushion. These seats are both heated and ventilated. There are rear seats, but they're mainly for show. There's not a whole ton of room for people back there. Cruising at 25 miles an hour, XKR Coupe. Here's 510 horsepower. Dude, that was sick.
Yep.
Here it comes again. Dude, I need to get out and check if this is even a Jaguar. This is unreal. Oh, I'd lose my license with this car. It's comfy, you know, it's a Jaguar, so it's really focused on luxury more than anything, but you can tell they definitely knew with this new 5 liter it was something else. Now this is the same engine that's in the Range Rover Supercharge, which again, in that platform with this engine, it's a rocket ship. I feel like it's almost underrated at 510 horsepower. You know, that's Z06 style power in a Jaguar. And when you think of the value of this car, I mean here, 2010 was the first redesign. They're not going to be doing anything with it. I shouldn't say redesign, it was an update. But this engine really changed the whole game. There's so many cool little things with this car, technology-wise, but just the driving experience. Steering's extremely fluid. The car communicates really well. It does ride stiffer than the previous XK variant, the 4.2 liter model, but I think you almost need that, because when you consider the fact that the threshold of performance of this car is probably higher than any other Jaguar that's ever been on the road, it kind of defines, you know, a new standard for English motor cars. Plus, I'm pretty sure this will kick any Aston to the curb with acceleration numbers like that. I don't even think the DBS can pull a 4-second flat 0 to 60. So save your money, buy the Jag. All right, I lowered the windows just to give you an exhaust sound, but we're gonna go into a long sweeping curve here. Oh my gosh, this thing just wants to launch. If you guys could have seen Dave's face just light up. That is unreal. I rarely say this, but for my money, I would buy this car and I would drive it. I'd save my money to buy this car. It's like the best of all worlds. Drop dead gorgeous, a blast to drive, extremely powerful, and it's got everything in technology you'd want. This even has the adaptive cruise, which is an option on it. It's a $2,300 option on this car. You know, what else can you want? Really, I mean, think about it. With the performance of a world-class supercar and stunning curb appeal, this is an incredible automobile. Plus, you won't see too many other XKs driving around, only adding to the intrigue. If you haven't considered the XK Coupe, think again. You may be passing up the best GT car available today. To get a closer look, including detailed vehicle options, check out our website. You can find us online at carsourceusa.com.